Hey everybody, Tony Gohart here yet again. And today what I'm going to be doing is something a little bit different. I am going to be putting guitar straps on a guitar case, a hard case. I have it right here by my feet, and the way that I have it in my head, it's going to be very simple. The only things that I'm going to be using is 4 thin blocks of wood. They're actually bed slats that I had found by a dumpster, and I took them to make a guitar rack, and then I still had some leftovers, so I'm going to be doing this. So those 4 blocks of wood, 4 screws, and the 2 backpack straps that I had gotten from an old backpack that was all ripped up. So all of those pieces are going to be going together, and essentially it's going to be sort of the way that a gig bag is. You kind of just put it on like that, but it's with the hard case, so that way I can use that whenever I'm out, busking in the street. I could just keep my hard case with me and make things a little bit easier. So the way that I did it was I grabbed the little thin pieces. See that these are 2 different sizes. This is for the bottom, this is for the top, and they're gonna go along kind of like the hourglass of the guitar, bottom, top, like that. So it's gonna be 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. The straps are gonna go on the outside, obviously, and what I'm hoping is that the pressure or the tension from the screws will hold it together like a clamp, but I'm also going to put the screws through the strap. That way it has like double the hold, and I'm fairly sure that this is all going to work. This is the first time trying it, and I'm going to try to get it all done in one shot. So all of these pieces are already cut. The way that I did it was I just put it on top of the case and measured it like that way with the case, taking off just like a tiny bit from each side, so that way it would fit on the inside of the case. If you measure it exactly to the size of the case, it won't work because it's going to push against the edges because it's measured for the outside instead of the inside. So I'm going to reset this camera, put it this way, and then get into the details. Alright, so this is the stuff. These are the straps, just regular backpack straps. This is the bottom piece, the top piece, and then of course this is going to be the other side. The way that I'm doing it is I'm going to put the screws through like that to where the sharp part will be pointed out the back side so it won't scratch up the guitar. I'm also going to put a thin blanket on the inside so that way the screw heads don't scratch up the guitar either. But the reason that I was doing it that way was on the outside, I doubt that this is going to go all the way through with the additional material, because you see the screws go about right there. So it shouldn't pass all the way through, especially because it's going to be like that. There's going to be a gap, so it'll probably be like that. But either way, if it does go all the way through, I'm going to put like glue or rubber cement or something on the outside to keep it smooth, so that way it doesn't scratch my back once I have it on and I'm on my bike. So we are going to put these here. Essentially it's going to be like that, but on the other side, so I kind of know where each screw is going to go. Let's see. So yeah, about right there. I'll put that right there for a guide, and then we'll do this guy just about the same right there. Again, this isn't going to be perfect. I'm not measuring it exact, so it might be a little bit off. And this screw is not like the other ones. This one is a dome top screw instead of a flat top, so I have to do this one slower. You can hear it clicking because it's coming off track. I really don't like those kinds of screws, but I'm going to get this stuff all the way through so that way I can show you on the back side how I'm going to pierce this through in between the weave and just keep on going from there. You don't want to go all the way through, especially because you know that the screw is going to go straight through into the concrete. So let me get that and I'll be back. So I accidentally hit stop instead of record, so the entire thing stopped and I recorded all that stuff without recording it. Anyways, I got this thing right here. see if you can see right there. The straps are on there. The screw is right here. Same thing with this one. Right there. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to line this up like that. And then pass the screws all the way through. And then it should put enough pressure to hold this. Then I'm going to do the same on the bottom. So I'm going to get this lined up here. Do that. And I'll be back after I get this screws in here because I need to check out my food. I'm also making some gumbo, so kind of doing a lot right now. I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished it, and after looking at it, I should have probably done it spaced out a little bit more, but this should be fine for right now. If I have to, I'll probably take it up here to this part to where the neck meets the body. Probably do a smaller piece all the way up there. I just tried it on right now and it does fit. So this is just the way that I'm going to do it for right now. Like I said, later on I can change it if I want. This guitar case, it is not anything fancy. I don't think you should do this with anything fancy. This guitar case is already old and used. I got this one from Goodwill. So it's not anything that's too important. You can already see that it's kind of messed up all over here. So this was just kind of an experiment. Now I know the next time I do it, I'll do it up here at the neck and then keep this base on the bottom. That way I can have a little bit more space. I can fit my arms through here just fine. The test, I guess, will be once I start, taking this on my bike. But then also I'm going to get another cord to wrap around because these latches don't work very good. They do come off, but that way I know for sure that the guitar isn't going to come out. So that is that. I wanted to get this thing done. You could make it fancier. You can make it nice, stain the wood, put some finish, all that good stuff on there, and then make it a little bit better. But I'm just kind of doing this quickly. Like I said, this thing's not nice anyway, so important thing is that I got it on there and everything is looking good. So this is the backpack case and it's all gonna come out pretty good. I think so anyway. And that's scary hanging out with me. Nah.